So that's going to get you down. You have 110 left, so if you pay it off before your next hearing, you don't have to come in.
Okay.
I'm going to set you for June 29th. That's a Monday. June 29th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
City clerk to make your payment today.
Okay.
Heather Humphrey, 24/1981. Community service done. You did some extra hours towards your funds.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have a payment you can make today on your funds?
Yes, I have $10 today.
Okay. June 26th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. See the clerk.
Okay.
Kenny Ingles is here. Okay, good. Mr. Ingles is at Focus. He has case numbers 18-5, 17-18, 12-89, 19-847, 24-526, 24-662, 663, and 24-21-36. And I have a report from Focus. Okay, it's a very good report. Good job.
Thank you.
So I'm assuming at this point you don't have any money to pay on your fines.
Yeah, I paid 20.
Okay. All right. Doing good. It's a much better report than what you have gotten in the past. So
Yeah.
good job. All
Build up a
right.
little bit.
It's time. maybe past time. June 26th, your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, good work. See the clerk to make your payment.
Melissa LeGrand, Micah Mayo, Austin Pritchard, Brenda Ritchie, Brandon Roberts.
Melissa LeGrand.
Your Honor, I have a progress report also for her.
Please bring it up for bench. Case number is 24-462, 24-513. Thank you. So we're on Focus. Okay, I mean, there's stuff you're still working on, but you're making improvements and going forward and getting some stuff done that maybe needed to be done a long time ago, it sounds like. So, keep it up.
Thank you.
Can you pay anything on your fines?
60.
Okay. Okay, good job.
Thank you.
All right, June 26th will be your next hearing.
All right.
See the clerk.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Micah Mayo, 23-460, 23-1042. Okay, it's on teleconference. Set to community service is done. Need to pay on your fines. Do you have a payment you're making?
Yes, sir.
How much are you going to pay?
I paid half my house for $201 today.
All right. do that, you're gonna pay it online then?
Yes, I can pay online.
All right, I'll set your next hearing for June 22nd, 1 month exactly.
Okay, June 27th.
22nd, 6/22/26,
Yes, sir.
9 o'clock. Okay, make your payment online. Austin Pritchard is here. Case number is 18-325. Okay, I saw you filed something from a bankruptcy. You know, fines and costs are not bankruptable. so-
Yeah, we said that last time.
Okay, just want to make sure you're aware of that. All right, I'm making a payment today?
Yeah, 50.
All right. See the clerk. I'm going to set you for June 22nd.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Brenda Ritchie. Case numbers are 2615 and 23507. You just have to pay fines, or are you making a payment?
I can't today, but here in 2 weeks, I'm gonna make a good payment towards my fines. I had to pay rent because I'm just now getting situated with, I work 3 jobs now, and I was wondering if I could ask you a question.
You can. I may not be able to answer it, but you can ask it.
Is there any way that I could get driving privileges just to get to and from work? Because right now, my landlord, she's taking me to all my work and everything. And
No, I'm not. Here's my position on that. If I suspend you, and I can't suspend people for things, then I can lift it and give you driving privileges, but I didn't suspend you. You're suspended from the B&B, so you're going to have to go to the B&B to get driving privileges. You have an Ohio license, right? Or had a Ohio license?
yeah,
When was the last time you had a valid license?
when I was 19.
Okay. Well, you need to go to the Ohio B&B office, and you're supposed to be able now to go to the local ones. There's one in Proctorville, one in Acton, where you get your plates and registration and all that. You're supposed to be able to walk in there and say, give them your name, your social. They can pull up your computer, their computer, walk you through what you need to do to get your license.
Okay.
But you're asking me basically to overrule the B&B and say, no, you can't suspend this lady, I'm going to give her driving privileges, and I'm not going to do that. So, now here's one thing. You just have 2 cases that are really non-jailable offenses, so I'm going to put you back with Mr. Major. You don't need to come in on the criminal docket for review hearing. So I'm going to set you for June 24th for a hearing with him
Okay.
for your follow-up.
At what time?
9 a.m. So I want you to check in with him just to make sure that's a good date for him. You know where his office is?
Right over here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Go
thank you,
check in
sir.
with him, then he can change the date, but I set it for June 24th.
Okay, thank you.
Brandon Roberts, case number 26256 and 2689. Okay. So you paid your fines and you did your community service. I'm looking for your counseling. I've got a report from them.
Right.
The only odd thing about it, it's not dated. It just says to whom it may concern, doesn't have a date on it.
I'll show you when you sent me the email this week, and I printed it out at home.
Do have some, got some screens,
Right.
and some of them are in May. Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah, there's a few in April.
All right, so I'll consider it compliant. It doesn't say you're finished, though. Reading between the lines, it sounds like there's still things that are working on with you. Do you
Okay.
agree with that?
Right, well, she said she would terminate it, but she didn't write it in writing, so.
Okay, this is your first review, so I'll give you more time for your next one. And before you're completed, I'll need a final letter from them saying you've completed everything.
All right,
Mondays or Fridays, which is best?
Friday.
Fridays are best? July the 10th will be your next hearing,
All right,
9 o'clock.
thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
Amber Spears, Matthew Starcher, Amy Welch, Jennifer Bowen, Todd Kleiman.
Amber Spears,
Yes.
24/22/54. Finished your community service. And you have a certificate of completion from Lawrence County Recovery. You got something to pay on your funds today?
I'm getting ready to go get my check as soon as I leave here. As soon as I get it cashed and in the bank, I can bring back 100.
Okay.
How much do I have left on there?
I am showing your balance is $435.
Okay,
So I'll put you down for 100 today. Just get here before 4 o'clock.
okay, that's fine.
And the clerk's office closes. Well, it might close early today. It is a holiday week. What time do you think you can get here?
I just work at Superior, and I gotta run it over to Ashland and put it in the bank, and then I can run straight back here.
Oh, so maybe by 2 you can be here?
Yeah.
No later than that? What'd you say,
100,
100?
yeah.
What are you doing at Superior?
I'm a welder,
Okay.
yeah.
Did they teach you to weld
No, I've been welding for like 9 years.
the whole time with them, or you just?
No, not the whole time. I was a millwright out in Iowa, and I've been everywhere.
Okay. Well, that's a good job. Once you keep it.
Thank you.
All right, I got you down for $100 today. Does it matter what day of the week you come back?
Fridays.
Okay, I'll set you for July 3rd. 9 o'clock, July 3rd. Matthew Starcher, it's here, 25/4,
Thank you.
25/434, 435. And looks to me like you're completed.
Yes, sir.
Fines and costs are paid, you got a certificate of completion from focus, so good job. Good luck to you, and you don't have to come back anymore, but you're welcome to come visit anytime you want. Case is completed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Jamie Welch is not here. 18/34/32, 21/3/57 has not appeared, so there'll be a warrant failure here. Jennifer Bowen, 1665. Got a report from the counseling center. And she left ASA.
Yes.
Okay, too bad. So I'll issue a warrant for her failure to appear today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And let me just say this, to remind you, somebody in that situation, if you're here, and you missed a hearing previously, and you're coming in today because you either have a warrant that you want withdrawn, or you don't want to get a warrant because you don't think it's been issued yet, you need to go check in with the clerk because they won't know you're here unless you go check in with them. They'll pull your file, put you on the docket. Todd Twyman.
Yes, sir.
10/189, 11/751, 11/18, so,
Your Honor, if I may, he has turned in 73 hours of community service. It looks legit. I did it there as a phone number. I can call him, verify.
okay, very good. Any payment on fines today?
Actually, I paid $500 on mine this morning. We tried a few weeks ago and could get through, but they showed us how to do it out there this morning, and I just paid it about an hour ago, and I can show you on my phone.
All right, well, it'll show up at your next hearing. Mondays or Fridays?
What was that?
Which day is better for you, Monday or Friday for your following hearings?
Either or.
Doesn't matter.
Because we're 2 hours away, so it's a trip either way.
As long as you're working and being compliant, I'll let you appear by teleconference.
Well, I did it twice, and I was getting the ball rolling, and I didn't have nothing verified. That's why he asked me to come and talk to you. But I got the community service done.
Next time you can do by teleconference.
As long as I keep paying, that'd be all right.
Yes, as long as every time that you're making some progress, I'll let you appear
Sure.
by teleconference. When you don't do anything, then you gotta
That's
show up.
what you called me down for. I get you.
July 6th will be your next hearing.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. 9 o'clock, July 6th.
Before we get to arraignments, we have one trial we need to do.
Okay.
New attorneys have to be enforcement side. State of Ohio versus Joy McCarthy, case number CRE 26246.
All right, this case is on the docket for the first pretrial today. Have we been able to accomplish anything?
Good morning, Judge. I believe we were going to set this out 90 days to ensure that there's no further violations.
Okay, Mr. Heald, are you agreeable with that?
We are, Your Honor.
We set that for August 21st, Judge.
Okay, that works. August 21st will be the next hearing, and then it's my understanding if there's no further problems at that point, and the costs are paid, do you want the costs paid?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the costs are paid, the case will be dismissed. Is that agreeable?
Yes, Judge.
And I'll allow, if all that happens, I'll allow that without appearance. You won't have to show.
Thank you, Judge.
Any questions?
And she also does not want a protection order.
Okay, so protection order is withdrawn. The one was issued.
And what is the date of the next hearing, Your Honor?
August 21st. Anything else?
Nothing further, Judge.
Okay, August 21st, 9 a.m. for the next.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have before the court today. May be excused. Thank you. Have a good day.
Ready for arraignments now.
Okay, we're starting some arraignments now, so if you're here for the first time, or if you had a case you missed a hearing on, you wanted your warrant withdrawn, or you got arrested, posted a bond, you'll be called with the arraignments. When your name's called, come up to the table to the right, your right, and stand there. I'm going to go over the charges with you. You don't have to agree with the charges, but you do need to understand the charges. The prosecutor's office decides the charges. I don't decide what the charges are. You have the right to have an attorney. You can have one appointed. If you cannot afford one, you meet the financial guidelines that are set for appointment of counsel. I'll have to ask you about your financial circumstances then to determine whether you are eligible. You have a right to bail. You have a right to make the state of Ohio prove the charge they file against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter guilty or no contest, you waive those rights I just talked to you about, and you should not waive your rights if you don't understand the proceedings, if you're confused, if you want a lawyer, if you want a trial, if you don't know what to do. Not guilty is the plea you should enter. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Denville Sansom, case number TRC 26779.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Mr. McCown is appearing with the defendant. Do you waive a reading of the charges?
Yes, Your Honor, and a not guilty plea. And pretrial could June 15th, or I don't know what the court's...
Well, this is adjourned, so it's going to take a while. If you want the results back, it's going to be a while before they come back.
I had some correspondence with the trooper this morning, and I think it might be beneficial if we came back sooner than...
Okay. Well, did you say June 15th?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's fine. June the 15th will be the pretrial. He can sign a signature bond of $1,000. He will need to go get fingerprinted at the jail. 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Calvin Lyles II, case number CRB 26259.
So, sir, are you Calvin Lyles II?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lyles, there's a complaint filed alleging that on May the 4th, at 2:30 p.m. in Union Township, you unlawfully deposited boxes of tires and other trash where they could be washed away by normal flow of water. That's a M3 misdemeanor of the third degree, littering charge. Maximum penalty is 60 days in jail and a $500 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes,
Do you understand the rights I explained defendants have?
yes. It's cleaned up now.
How do you plead to the charge?
I was guilty, yes.
It means you're admitting the charge is true and it waives your rights to have a trial and have a lawyer. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have a report from the wildlife officer. Does the state have, I'll read that in the record, then if you have a recommendation, I'll go ahead and hear that.
Well, Your Honor, I spoke with the wildlife officer this morning about this, and he says that he was told by Mr. Lyles that Mr. Lyles had cleaned it up already. So he's going to verify that.
Okay.
What we would ask is just to delay the sentencing and make sure it's cleaned up, and certainly that helps a great deal if it is cleaned up.
Okay. When do you think that would happen? How much time do you need to get that done?
Well, he's probably going to do it real soon, but in the next couple of weeks, I guess it's more at the convenience of the court and Mr. Lyles as far as we're concerned.
All right, Mr. Lyles, it's going to be typically a Monday or Friday to come back to court. Do you have a preference between?
Monday.
Mondays are better?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to set it for June 15th. June the 15th.
Yes, sir.
That's a Monday. I'll set it for a sentencing hearing. I'll accept your guilty plea, delay the sentencing for June 15th.
Now, is the guilt, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Is the guilty plea, now that it's cleaned up? Now that it's cleaned up, is it still?
Yeah, you entered a guilty plea. If you don't want to do that, you should enter a not guilty plea.
I was guilty because it was my burn pile, and it was I wasn't aware that it was a floodplain area, and I had a stroke with unable not to be able to move for a while, and it had accumulated up from when I was using that area for feeding my animals, with getting donations from the food bank that I volunteer at.
Okay, well, it sounds to me like, if you remember what I said at the beginning of the court, if you're not sure what to do, you should enter a not guilty plea.
Yes, sir.
Let's change that to not guilty.
Yes, sir.
So, are you working?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I'm a blacksmith at Heritage Farm. I volunteer. I'm retired, disabled from the railroad.
Okay, well, I have to determine if you're eligible for a court-appointed attorney, and that depends on how much money you make and the size of your family. So, you know what your gross annual income is? That's what I have to determine.
Whatever disability is for the railroad, and
how much do you get a month?
$4,000.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, you're
family of 5.
You'll have to hire a lawyer on your own. You're not.
Yes, sir.
It's called indigent. So you'll have to use your own money to hire a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
So I'll put that down. So I'm going to change it. There won't be a sentencing then. Let's keep it June 15th, but I'm going to make it a pretrial. at 10 o'clock. I guess we could do this, before we go to the expense of you getting a lawyer, why don't we ask the state of Ohio what they want as a penalty if you continued with your guilty plea, and then you can decide, hey, that's something I might live with, or I want a lawyer to help me defend it. Do you have a recommendation, Mr. Hill?
Yes, Your Honor. Darren Abbott, the officer from the DNR, actually sent me a message this morning telling me what the case was about and sending me some pictures. And he says that Mr. Lyles had told him it was cleaned up, and but he said he hadn't been out there to check it out yet. And I think, given the circumstances and what Mr. Lyles has told us, I mean, it's not an awful mess. And I think apparently it accumulated over not a real long period of time. If we confirm that it's cleaned up, the next time we would probably ask to dismiss the charge.
Okay. So maybe you don't want to hire a lawyer because you can't do any better with a lawyer than that. So why don't you wait and see what happens, make sure it is cleaned up, come back June 15th, and then if you decide you want to, obviously you want to accept getting it dismissed, then we can do that without you having to spend the money on a lawyer. So we'll keep June 15th, I'll put it down as a pre-trial. Do you have any questions? 10 o'clock on June 15th, your next hearing.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Gary Cassie, case number CRB 14309.
Okay, Mr. Kazee is here. This was a case that was on the docket Monday, I guess. You were supposed to be on Monday.
Yeah, I had the flu.
Okay, well, you came in the very next court, and there's no warrant hasn't been issued yet. It would have been issued next week if you haven't been here today. So can you pay anything on your fines today?
No, I paid $40 at the first of the month.
Well, I'm not sure. The last payment I'm showing was April the 6th. You think you paid something since then?
Yeah, my wife usually gets on there and pays online for $40.
I'm not payment since April 6th.
Well, I'll check with her on that.
Okay. Well, you need to get a payment made. I'll set your next hearing, since there hasn't showing anything paid. I'm not going to wait a month, then let's say
Okay.
I'm going to set it for June 12th.
Okay.
The next hearing is June 12th for review hearing, 9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, if I may, he did make a payment on the 4th.
May 4th?
Yes, it's on the docket.
Oh, okay. It's not in the file.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Walter Napier, case number CRA 26292.
Yes.
Sir, are you Walter Napier?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Napier, it's alleged that on May the 4th of this year in Fayette Township, you received, retained, possessed, or disposed of proceeds having or should reasonably know were derived from the commission of a offense subject to forfeiture proceedings, and that the amount was more than $1,000. Actually, it's alleged it was $2,214. That's a felony of 5th degree. Maximum penalty is a year in jail, $2,500 fine. And it sounds like this was money that was money from a drug buy, is what the state's alleging. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
Not really.
Do you have a job?
I do.
What do you do?
I'm a alignment tech at TikTok Tire. Been there for 13 years.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes.
How much per hour?
I get $12 or $14 an hour.
How many hours a week are you working?
40.
Do you have children or anyone you're supporting?
I have a wife and 2 kids at home.
Okay. You're eligible for court-appointed counsel then. I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you.
Morning, sir.
Morning. Yeah, I never got any of this.
What's the state's position on bond?
The state's not opposed to an OR bond, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Napier, we're going to let you sign a $2,000 signature bond. How'd you know to be here today? Were you signing this in, or?
I was online and I saw a warrant for my arrest, so I come in this morning and try to get it taken care of.
Okay. I'm going to let you sign a signature bond. I have to order you to go to jail with your fingerprint.
That's fine. Okay.
When would you like to come back for a preliminary hearing, Mr. Stratton?
Your Honor, we could possibly come back next week. I am here on Tuesday, or we could do it that Friday.
Tuesday's good, the 26th.
Yeah, we could do the 26th.
All right.
For preliminary hearing.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
26.
Oh, yeah. All right, okay, so,
If I can get hold of it.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll write it out there. We'll walk out there.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Shaylin Burge, case number CRA 25408. Shaylin Burge.
Yes, I am.
And Ms. Burge, the state's alleging that on April the 30th of this year in Fayette Township, you knowingly were in possession of methamphetamine, a Schedule II controlled substance. Maximum penalty for that is a year in jail, $2,500 fine. You understand the charge? The charge is possession of drugs.
Yes, I do, sir.
So she is in treatment? Is that
Yes, Your Honor.
inpatient treatment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So prior to this, she was in treatment,
Yes, sir,
March 23rd.
yes. No, actually, I think the date on the complaint is wrong. It was actually in July of last year, and I didn't know I had a warrant.
Oh.
Until,
it's
yeah.
2025, not 20.
Okay, yeah.
April 30th, 2025.
I thought it was in July, sorry, my bad.
Okay. I assume the state's agreeable with her staying in treatment with the signature bond.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
I do not.
I'm going to let her sign a $2,000 signature bond. She will need to go to jail to get fingerprinted. And I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent her. And you want to have a preliminary hearing?
If we're likely to actually have a preliminary hearing, Your Honor, I'm here Friday of next week, the 1st, the 5th, and the 8th. She's not in jail, so we have 15 days. So anytime before the 5th would be fine.
Practically, don't we have for whatever, because otherwise I'm just saying take it to the Ranger and I'll think about that.
Yeah, I mean, we would waive time as well. That's necessity. I'm not sure where you want to set things.
So let's see.
Then I'm also available on the 8th, but after that I'm not available again until the 29th.
Okay.
I have a series of jury trials.
The 8th works.
Okay.
June the 8th. June the 8th will be the first hearing here. It's going to be like a review hearing. So what happens, ma'am, is you get good reports, keep the case here. Don't let it go to the grand jury. And you do that by showing that you're serious about getting and staying in recovery.
Absolutely.
And then ultimately get your case dismissed down the road.
All right, thank you.
Okay? June the 8th is your next hearing. That's when they'll give you a report.
Okay,
So,
Ron.
good luck.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Karen Stevens, case number TRC 26776. Karen Stevens.
And ma'am, are you Karen D. Stevens?
Yes.
Ms. Stevens is alleged May 20th of this year at 2:14 a.m. Fayette Township. You were operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs, and that you submitted to a urine screen. And if you were convicted, it would be your first time that you've been convicted. So that carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. The minimum penalty now is 3 days in a driver intervention program, $565 fine. They just raised the minimum fines up to $565. That's the minimum on a first offense. And a 1-year license suspension. So you have the license suspension until it used to be 6 months, now it's 1 year. Do you understand the charge and the possible penalties?
Yes.
Any questions before you enter a plea?
No.
What plea do you wish to enter?
Guilty.
Guilty means you're, well, let me explain something to you. I don't have, you took a urine test. Those get packaged and sent to a lab for testing. I don't have the results. I have no idea what they're going to say is in your urine. No idea at all. And I don't know, you probably have a better idea than I do is what's going to show up. You have the right to wait and see what they're going to say is in your urine. If you enter a guilty plea, you're admitting you violated the statute, and I'm going to have to give you some penalties. And that's without seeing the urine test. Do you want to see the urine test, or do you?
Yes, but I just want to get it over with.
Well, this is a really serious charge. It's not like a hangnail. So it's not like, oh, it's just a hangnail, I'll get it over in a few days. No. This is on your record. This is one of those offenses you can never expunge. An OVI cannot be expunged from your record. It stays with you for life. It's going to raise your insurance rates. It has major implications. So getting it over with is not a good reason to enter a guilty plea. So let's do a not guilty plea. At least wait and see what. The other thing I like to wait and see is because I want to see what's in your urine. Not because I'm nosy, but if you got a drug problem, I want to help you get over your drug problem. So, and it's going to take a while to get the results. They're pretty tied up, so it takes about 9 weeks anyway to get the results back. So, now the good thing for you is you don't have a license suspension now. If you have blown in the machine and tested over, that suspension happens immediately as soon as you do that. I don't have any test results, so your license is not suspended yet. So let's come back in about 9 weeks and see if we have the results back on your urine screen. So that's going to be toward the end of July. Let's make it July 24th.
July 24th?
Yes, ma'am. That's a Friday, July 24th. For a pretrial at 10 o'clock. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you.
At 10 o'clock?
10 a.m. on July 24th. I'm going to let you sign a $1,000 signature bond. You know what that means?
No, I've already paid 1,000.
Oh, you have?
Yes, sir.
You're right. You paid, okay, so forget that.
Okay.
That's better. You got a cash bond up, so it's continued.
Okay,
So as long as you come to court,
I
at the
will.
end of your case, you'll get the whole $1,000 comes back to you. As long as you show up for your hearings.
I'll be here.
Okay, so be back here and, well, we didn't talk about a lawyer. Do you want a lawyer?
No,
You don't want to be considered for court-appointed lawyer?
no, I'm okay.
Okay. You're free to get one. It's up to you if you want.
That's okay.
Okay. You can one thing you can do is come back and see what's in your urine and then decide, oh, I think I need a lawyer. You can hire one then.
Okay.
July 24th, 10 o'clock is your next hearing.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Charles Knight, case number CRA 25224, A and B. Charles Knight.
Charles Knight, come into court. Is he here? Where is he? Go get him. Charles Knight. Go snatch Charles Knight and drag him in here.
Mr. Stratton is his attorney.
Mr. Stratton's his lawyer. Yeah, careful. I was totally not sure about that. Case number is 25224. I think he just needs to go in the back for a while. Charles Knight to the holding cell. Mr. Stratton, he's your client. He was supposed to be here. I'm not sure when he was supposed to be here, but he went to Southern Hope. He stayed less than, how long did he stay at Southern Hope?
About 2 hours.
Okay. I was listening to him at his arraignment, but he couldn't go because he had a holder from Gallion County. Went up there. They released him to come to Southern Hope. He was there 2 hours and left. And then today, when I called his case, his sister contacted me and said, you need to get him in here today or he's going to go to prison. And he's not even in the courtroom when he gets called. So he needs an attitude adjustment.
That's right.
So talk to his head.
State of Ohio versus Ellis Smith, case number TRD 25385, CRD 2452.
And sir, you're L. Smith?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Smith, it's alleged that you had a hearing on the 18th, so that was Monday.
Yes, sir, Your
Did
Honor.
you miss that hearing?
Yes, sir.
Is there a good reason for not being here Monday?
Well, I've been up there to treatment. I completed Shawnee and done 30 days up there, and I've been back to work, and I lost track of the court time or whatever, and sorry, Your Honor, but
Okay.
I was in treatment, and
Where are you working?
I'm working at Xcal Tools. I just now got back to work from where I was in treatment.
Ex-Castles?
Xcal, right here in
Xcal.
South Point. Yes, sir.
What do you do there?
I run the forge department. We forge drill bits for coal mines, and
Okay, that sounds like a pretty good job. Is there anybody from Shawnee here today? I have a report from them, but it's old, so I don't have anything current. You think you finished there?
yes, sir. I had a certificate. I don't have a.
Did you bring it with you?
No, I had a picture of it. I didn't go back up to get it after they completed me on the 27th. But
You got it on your phone?
my wife may have it on her phone. She's the one.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's say you go do a urine screen. Well, that's,
Yes, sir.
let's see what that shows. Go do a urine screen. I have a lot to do with what I'm going to do. We'll recall him after he gets the screen out.
State of Ohio versus Sean Carter, case number TRC 26778. Sean Carter.
Okay, this is an arraignment. It's a OSP arrest on an OVI. Decided to be in court today at 9 o'clock, and it's 10:25 now, so he hasn't appeared. There will be a capias issued to the OSP for his arrest.
State of Ohio versus Keith Hicks, case number CRA 26304.
Mr. Hicks is at UFR,
Yes, Your Honor.
and he's got the possession of cocaine charge before the court. He hasn't been arraigned on, he's got followed today. It alleges that at Fayette Township, May 20th of this year, Mr. Hicks was knowingly in possession of a controlled substance, which was cocaine, in an amount between 5 and 10 grams. It's a felony, the fifth degree, maximum penalty, 1 year jail, $2,500 fine.
Yes, sir.
You understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
You have money to hire a lawyer.
I do not.
Do you have any income right now?
I get Social Security and SSI.
That's your only income?
That is my only income. I'm on my own completely.
Okay. I'll appoint Mr. Smith, Roger Smith, and he may not be here right now.
I hope he's not here.
Give you his card. He'll be here later today. He had a hearing this morning in Cabell County in front of Judge Howard, and I know he's coming back.
Yes, sir.
So, you're already in treatment?
Yes, sir.
At UFR?
I got OR by,
GLR, and sign an OR to go to treatment.
I got OR by the treatment.
Yeah, I think you come through the quick response team, Your Honor, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Ms. Dalrymple's not here today, is she? I haven't seen her.
I have not seen
She's
her.
not, we got him yesterday evening.
What's the state's position on law?
It was an
We're okay
OR.
with the no work bond, Your Honor.
Okay, he can sign a $2,000 OR. Did you get a fingerprint?
Yes, sir. I got fingerprint. I'm going to answer.
And I'll appoint Roger Smith to be your lawyer, giving you his contact information. So, he's not here to explain, so I'll give you a sketch of what this is. So you're charged with a felony. The difference between felonies and misdemeanors is, if you get a felony conviction, you can go to prison on a felony conviction. But to get tried on a felony, you gotta go to the main courthouse. That's where the common police court is. They try the felony cases. But the felony charges can start here in this court, but they go on down there. They're considered so serious, you have to be indicted by a grand jury. A grand jury is just a bunch of other citizens. They get called in, they meet in secret with just the prosecutor. He tells them what the evidence is he has. And if they think that's enough to charge somebody, they call it an indictment. You've probably heard that. You're getting a little law school education today.
Yes, sir.
So what we're going to do, if you agree to it, and mind your P's and Q's and do what you're supposed to, you're not going to go to the grand jury.
Yes, sir.
You're just going to stay here in this court. You'll never go to the main courthouse. You won't get indicted. You won't have a trial on common pleas. You won't be in danger of going to prison. But what does that require? You to get clean.
Yep.
If you buy into that and say, yeah, I want to get clean, and I don't want to go to prison, and I don't want to get indicted, and I don't want a felony on my record.
I don't need that.
Yeah,
No.
it's all a good deal.
It's a great deal.
The ball's in your court, because believe it or not, I have people that don't do that. Nobody stands there and says, Judge, I want to get indicted. I want to go to prison. I don't want to get this case dismissed. Nobody says that, but by their actions they say it, because they blow off, they leave treatment, they cause problems in treatment.
It takes discipline.
Takes discipline and some hard work. There's going to be times when you want to quit and go back to your former life.
I don't quit.
Okay, so, but stick with it, get good reports, because you're going to come back in front of me periodically.
Yep.
I'm going to monitor what you're doing. Eventually, you get your case dismissed.
I got you. I got you.
You can't get a better result than that, get your case dismissed. So, the next time you come to court, Mr. Smith will be here. Anybody know what his schedule is? I know he's really busy in June.
I can go check it out.
Have you got?
I can check it out.
Well, I'm going to give him a date, and then you change it if it's wrong. How's that?
Okay.
So, check in with Mr. Cooper before you leave. make it the 8th, June the 8th. And come back then, or whenever he tells you, and with a good report. You understand what you need to do, Mr. Hicks?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, he does not need to pay the penalty since he was already
He said he's already.
Yeah, which one you three at the jail?
Yeah, he was at the jail. He should have been.
State of Ohio versus Dora Adkins, case number PRC 26-5, A, B, and C. Dora Adkins. Mr. Stretch.
This is set for pretrial today.
Your Honor, Ms. Atkins they have given her a hard time about getting a letter for the court. Her next appointment's in July. She will have a letter there.
Talking about treatment facility?
Yes, yes.
Who is it?
It's Luke Lester.
Never heard of it.
It's a behavior. It's in Ashland.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
I'm
need
playing
someplace
phone
else.
tag and it's been a mess.
She's been going there a while. And her next appointment's in July, Your Honor. This was going to resolve this case, this assessment letter. It's not really an assessment, it's a treatment letter. So when she goes to her next appointment, she's going to twist their arm and make them, right?
Right.
I mean, this case has been going on quite a while.
It has.
It's the state's position.
Well, this is one that was actually set for trial at one time, and in reviewing all the evidence, I kind of came to the conclusion that there were some issues that she needed to deal with as far as mental illness, and it might be more of that kind of a thing than what is charged. Might have kind of looked that way, and I got an indication from the report that that might be the case. So we wanted her to get a report from her treatment provider that she had told us that she was already receiving services. And we expected to have something today, then to look at it and see exactly where we needed to go from here, but we don't have a report.
Well, I don't want to wait till July. Why should we wait till July? Look, I deal with doctors all the time in medical offices. It's just a matter of money. Tell them, I'll pay you for the report. And you shouldn't have to wait till July. They work for you. If they won't do it, get a different doctor. Is it, they just don't want to do it?
I'll let her explain.
It comes down to HIPAA.
Well, it's your right.
I know, and that's
It's
what
our
I've
way.
been arguing about, absolutely.
It's your right.
It
It's your
is.
privacy right. You can waive your privacy right.
And I have, and it's just like, it's a ball, it just keeps going back and
Well,
forth.
here's what
and
you need to
it's-
tell the judge is not buying it. And he's going to make me go to trial on this case if you don't give me the letter.
Okay.
Your Honor, we can,
Let's come back.
I can
I'll
get
give
it
you a
as
month.
soon
I'm not
as
giving you
that's
a while.
Yeah.
June 22nd or around that time frame?
not the 22nd, Your Honor.
26th?
26th is fine, yes.
June 26th. We need letters.
Okay. Yeah, write it down. I'll just, yeah.
Next meeting, and I will order if I have to.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
You good?
State of Ohio versus Warrants Calderon, case number PRC 23-1067 A&D, CRA 23-522 A&D, PRC 19-170, CRB 16-411.
He's at home time.
Set for home hearing and pretrial.
Guilty plea on that because I wasn't under the influence when they started me out of dose.
We'll talk about that. Good report, Your Honor. He's already pled to the charge. I don't know if the state or would want to conclude the matter today or continue on.
Well, just since March.
Okay. I'd rather let him continue with treatment.
Yes, Your Honor.
June 26th,
Yes.
preliminary hearing and pretrial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I see
don't
the,
wait.
let's see here. I see the preliminary hearing on the felony charge. What do we have a pretrial on? He pled guilty to
It's
the
got an
OVI.
OVI, well, he's sentencing actually.
It's actually something, Mr. Hill.
Let me make sure. What's the next date, Your Honor?
6/26.
6/26.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Christian Collins, case number CRB 25561 A and B, CRC 241976 A, B, and C, CRB 24613 A and B.
Your Honor, Mr. Collins is currently at hometown, and I know that there is a request for him at room.
Yes.
This is not exactly, but and it's not so much that he has any issues with hometown whatsoever. It's just he can get certain, I'll let you explain exactly what.
Family counseling, it's not required, it's recommended. We got CPS cases going on as well. And Miss Evans from the Family Service said that would be good for us. Where the Family Service, Southern Hope offers it. They have prison and all that. I know parents like outside of it, but they offer all that in-house.
Who recommended that?
Missy Evans,
Who's that?
the director at Warrants County Family Services.
And what is it that they want you to do?
It's not recommended, required, it's recommended that we do now. Like, we have a CPS case going. She said it would be good for us to do family counseling and stuff, and they offer that in-house at Southern Hope.
I see.
It's just something I'm wanting to do, like, when the...
Work with your case plan.
Yes, sir.
And what does hometown say about the game thing? Do you know anything about this?
No, I've just found out about this today.
Okay.
I mean, I do everything required at hometown, like I'm everything there.
Okay, well, I do not like changing.
Yeah, I know, that's what she told me. She said to bring it in front of you. She said she don't, that's...
I'm going to contact Misty Evans and see what she has to say.
That's fine.
So let's set it for another hearing pretty quickly, and then I'll make a decision. So I'll take it under advisement.
Okay.
These are family counseling available at hometown.
We do offer it.
Okay, why can't you do it at hometown?
They've never said that. They just do groups and case management. I've been there almost 2 months.
We have outside family counseling. It's not in the facility.
Transportation is...
Okay, well, you all talk about that too, and I'll take it under advisement and come back and we'll make a decision. If you can't resolve it as to whether I allow a change or not.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be in June. Let's try to do the 1st of June.
That'd be fine, Your Honor.
What's your schedule for?
The 19th, 22nd, and 29th are bad, but the first part of June is good.
Okay. Let's do the 5th, June 5th.
June 5th. Okay. And if she said.
Yeah, I've already talked to her lately. I've been talking to her on a daily basis. Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Clinton Haas, case number CRB 26225, CRA 26106.
Mr. Stratton's case, after pre-trial. Good report. It says you're making steady progress.
Your Honor, at this time, we'll plead guilty to the theft, continue in treatment, and then hopefully sentencing will be based upon how he does in treatment. And he's done well so far.
He has, I think, a possession too. Yes, possession.
Yeah, that
So
one.
we'll hold it in abeyance.
Yes.
I'll accept his guilty plea as to misdemeanor.
Yes.
Theft, just delay the sentencing, let him continue in treatment. Come back June 26th.
Yes, that'll work.
Sentencing on CRB 26225, culminating on 26106.
State of Ohio versus Rock Monster, case number CRB 26229.
Correct case. Second pre-trial for that.
I just have this.
Oh, you just have that? Your Honor, we don't have a PATH letter from PATH. At the moment, he did have therapy yesterday, which is what he was instructed by the court to do, but we don't have a letter. I don't know how the court wants to recall it, or sent us to get a letter, or if we
I
want
don't
to
see what the state's position is.
Well, we are interested in making sure that he is in treatment and doing what he said he would do. And Alyssa Blevins is here, and I haven't really had a chance to talk to her, but we wanted to make sure that we got a full understanding of where we were going with this, because the allegations are pretty serious. However, Ms. Blevins has let us know that she's trying to make sure that he stays on his mental health medications, and I don't think that she's probably in favor of us continuing with this, but we feel like it's necessary.
I will say he has been doing a lot better. I did move him in with my grandparents, Pam and Mark Burns, and since he has moved in with them, he has made significant, he has done a lot better since all of this has happened, so I would like to not go further with any of it, but that's how I feel with it. He has done better, he has been in therapy, and he does have a job now. He has been working and he has been doing a lot better.
Are you continuing a relationship with him or no?
Yes, for the time being.
Okay.
With the progress he has made, I feel like it's
Well, the allegation, I'm reading the affidavit, and the allegations are pretty serious. And kicked in a door. I mean, that's not an argument, that's, next step is you get hurt. You could have been hurt that night, so I want to make sure this is fixed, and nothing like this is ever going to happen again.
Sir.
Unacceptable behavior, completely unacceptable. And he needs to understand that and accept that and change the way he acts going forward. And I'm not convinced that's where we are yet, so I think he needs to continue on with his counseling and he comes back and
100%.
see where we go.
And he works, apparently because of his work schedule,
Yeah, I work out of town.
he needs a Friday work.
You can be here on Fridays?
Yeah.
Yeah, I travel.
June 26th. Okay, ma'am, thank you for being here. You're welcome to be here at all the other hearings, but you were required to be here for this one. So thanks for showing up.
Good to go.
Any questions, comments? Okay, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jacob Noble, case number CRB 25761.
Yes, sir. Okay. Those are court's copies. Court can keep those.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And have you paid everything yet, or?
No, I'm
You
planning on
can't?
paying it today.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Good report, and he's got a certificate of completion.
Yes, Your Honor, he was supposed to complete that and pay costs today. He can pay those costs today, and understand the state will be dismissing charges.
Is that correct, Mr. Ewing?
It is, Your Honor, and we were in touch with the alleged victim, and there hasn't been any further problems. So we're okay with the dismissal upon payment of court costs.
Okay, go see the clerk, pay the costs, your charges will then be dismissed. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Brandon, case number CRB 21534, CRC 2715. Brandon Scribe.
Works out. I'll get with him.
Okay. It's a decent report, but he's not here today.
Correct.
Any idea where he is?
He's an outpatient client, and I know he's working right now out of town, but he knows that he had court today, so I really don't know why he ain't here.
Okay.
Your Honor, if you just wait 7 days.
Yes, he's got 7 days to pull before more issues.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll send him a text message.
State of Ohio versus Taylor Simpson, case number CRB 2654.
Walk back 2 or 3 times. This is good.
No, this is not good. She kept going back to the train. She probably just been coming to us. We tried to make her go to inpatient.
Okay, she's non-compliant with treatment, and she's failed to appear, and she had agreed previously if she was non-compliant, she would go inpatient, so there'll be a warrant issued for failure to clear.
Yes, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Landon Yankee, case number TRC 26246, A, B, and C.
Stratton's case, pretrial.
Your Honor, may we approach for a second?
Yes.
Your plea on a state account, are you supposed to do treatment? Not no treatment, it's just the 3 days. Oh, not even that, not even that.
I just got that.
So, we want you to pay the LDR. Okay. You okay with that?
With what?
Pleading to the LDR.
Guilty here?
Yeah.
What would I do?
Fine, probation, so time of your head, drug intervention program, and a 1-year suspension.
Is that what we're gonna have to do?
We need to talk about this. Let's have a pre-trial.
Hey, I'll be like this.
Yes, 26. All right, June 26th for another pretrial. We need to know then if there's going to be a plea or set for trial.
Yes, Your Honor. June 26th, right?
State of Ohio versus Caleb Lemaster, case number TRC 26103, A, B, and C.
This was a case that was on for trial. I understand that's not happening.
No, we have converted it to a pre-trial, Your Honor.
Okay.
June 26th.
June 26th.
What do you want to do with it? We had it set for trial, so if you want to go ahead and do that again, that's fine.
Yeah, let's do that. Your Honor, we're going to have to set this for a trial again.
Okay.
June 8th. Yeah, that's fine, Your Honor.
That's a good day. We got June the 8th at noon for trial.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio, the Code of Criminal, case number CRB 26245.
Mr. Holmes,
Morning, Your Honor.
good morning. Set for pre-trial.
Your Honor, I believe we've reached a resolution in this matter. I understand it is, where the state's okay with the 90-day continuance and that the victim wishes for the TPO to be dropped, and we would waive time if that is accurate.
Is that the state's agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, this is a fourth-degree misdemeanor, domestic violence, and I don't know what their current state is as far as reconciliation or whatever, but we're okay with doing a 90-day continuance.
Ma'am, you're wanting the protection order withdrawn?
Yes.
Nobody's coerced you to do that?
No.
Your Honor, would August 10th work? It's Monday.
Yes. Okay, so the case is going to be dismissed August 10th if there's no further problems. The costs are paid, and I won't require an appearance if there's no further problems. And the costs are paid.
State of Ohio recalls Ellis Smith, case number CRB 2452, CRD 25385.
Al Smith is Mr. Morford, I believe. Mr. Morford?
You said Ellis Smith, sir?
Yes, sir.
No, sir, I don't have no attorney. I just wanted to just took the drug screen for you.
Okay, this was a review. This was more of an admin lawyer before. It was a review. He missed the review, so I had to do a screen review. And his screen's appropriate, so I'll just, we'll reschedule you.
Sir.
He signed it. That's true. Because I have to recall this too.
Yes, I need to get a final report from Shawnee. That was the other reason I didn't screen. Mondays or Fridays, sir?
Friday, please.
June 26th at 9 o'clock.
I talked to him too. He said you knew about what's going on. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Good day.
You did.
State of Ohio versus William Beatty, case number TRC 26365, A, B, and C. William Beatty.
Is that for pretrial?
Your Honor, this is an OVI with a urine screen. As of this morning, the state didn't have the results back, but that may have changed.
Okay. Yeah, it's over 10 weeks.
Well, we haven't gotten a response from the Post as to that one this morning. The inquiry's been made, but we don't have it back yet. The time would run approximately June the 1st, so that's getting close.
Pretty soon. You want to set it for trial, or how do you want to proceed?
Leave that up to Mr. Steyer, how he wants to do it. If we don't have the results at the deadline, then we're probably in a situation where I'd say we just set it for trial unless Mr. Steyer wants to do another pre-trial.
You have an offer to the defendant if they're what you would want at this point, since you don't have the results?
Well, it's charged as a second offense, so we probably would be willing to recommend a treatment as a first offense if you wanted to go ahead and wanted to conclude it.
Yeah, that's illegal, so. I wouldn't just set it for trial if that's Mr. Hill's pleasure.
Okay.
I'm here the 29th and the 1st. I'm not going to be here Tuesday because of medical issues, but I'm here the 29th and the 1st.
Okay, we'll set it for trial on May 29th. At noon.
Thank you.
If we get the results back before then, I'll let Mr. Steyer know, and that might change the dynamic here.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Candy Long, case number TRC 252939.
Mr. Smith is pre-trial.
Yes.
And you can keep those originals, Judge, in the court file.
Okay.
Was the same thing with drug screen and everything was good? I need a letter of completion.
Yes.
We had we should have long ago had the results back.
She actually, my notes indicate
Get a plea before this week.
March 20th, she pled guilty.
Yes, Judge, we're just holding on the sentencing docket. I would ask you to come out about a month. She's not sure of her completion date. If we just continue to monitor until we get that certificate of completion.
Yeah, March 20th, she pled guilty.
Yes, yes. Could we have a Friday, Judge? Fridays are better for my client. Let's see, a month from out. Sometime late.
July, right?
Could we do June? Well, I'm sure it's a Friday.
26th?
That's the last day of a trial. Judge Howard, I'm here. Can you do a Monday if it's far enough? You just can't? I don't know when.
You go to the next?
When the 4th of July, is it Friday or Monday? Because it's on Saturday. What day we close?
Oh, for the 4th?
Yes, if we did, I could do the 3rd if that's not a holiday.
That's Friday, right?
It is.
It's a holiday drama.
That is the
Yeah, it's circuit.
The 10th?
July, let me check this real quick, sorry.
July 10th is on Friday.
Yes, Judge, I can do that. I've got something I can get covered. Yes, I can make that happen.
July 10th. will be
Yes, sir.
very soon.
Thank you.
Need that, or can you remember, put it in your phone?
Yeah, I'll write it.
Just to make sure. And then just keep getting good reports and
Yes.
get you to the finish line. Okay.
Thank you very
Got
much.
the good work, yes.
State of Ohio versus Carrie Lee Pinkerton, case number TRC 26454, A, B, and C.
This case is pre-trial.
Okay. Yeah. Trial number, please do that.
Well, the date on this one, so the 90 days is on June the 12th. I don't think we have it back in there. You were checking on it.
This is another case, Judge, where June 12th is the deadline. We're still awaiting urine test results. I know Mr. Hill had inquired this morning with the Highway Patrol. I don't know if they've responded or not yet.
No, we don't have results back yet. On this one, the time run about June the 12th, so we have a little bit more time,
I've got trials June 8th, June 12th. I've got a trial here, the 5th. Is June 1 a possible trial date, Judge?
I've got
Or you got two set that day.
Yeah, I'm set the 5th for one.
Yeah.
we approach Ron.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm standing off the last case.
It's okay.
Judge, I have just seen the result, and I do have the video I need to watch with my client. If we could do that and come back. I'm here, June dates, the 5th, 15th, and 29th.
So is there a time waiver?
Oh, there will be, Judge, yeah, we'll sign one.
You said 5th?
The 5th, the 15th, or 29th of June.
Let's do the 15th.
I'll get you before the 15th. No, just, it's right, that's the date. Here we go.
10 o'clock.
6:15 at 10. Is your contact information still the same? Yes, okay. Excellent. That's your anniversary.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Just you're good.
Yeah. Inmates here to deal with, so we're bringing them out now.
State of Ohio versus Austin Carmen, case number CRB 26305, A and B.
Yeah, call C.
Victoria Woods.
I just don't wait to take the call. You're good. Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay, sir, are you Austin Carmen? Mr. Carmen, I'm Judge Capper. This is what's called an arraignment hearing for you. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything, but if you do make statements, everything you're saying is being recorded. So it is on the record, it's not off the record, what we're talking about, so it can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney. You have a right to have an attorney appointed for you if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state of Ohio prove this charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things? You're charged with aggravated menacing. States alleging that at Fayette Township, on May 21st of this year, knowingly caused Victoria Ann Woods to believe you would cause serious physical harm to her person or property. That's a first-degree misdemeanor aggravated menacing charge. It carries a maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. The other charge the state's filed is disorderly conduct. The state's alleging that while you were voluntarily intoxicated, you engaged in conduct that created a risk of physical harm to other persons or their property. They charge it as a minor misdemeanor, which means there's no jail time on that. The maximum penalty is $150 fine. Do you understand the two charges? How do you wish to plead to them? Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Well, I work as Superior Marine,
So you may not be eligible. You have to be indigent to get a court-appointed lawyer. How much do you make?
what about $2,000 every week?
Okay, well, you have to hire your own lawyer then, if you want a lawyer. What's the state's position on bond for Mr. Carmen?
State's not opposed to an OR bond, but we do want a protection order.
Okay, can you stay away from Victoria Woods? You don't live with her?
No.
Okay. So I'm ordering you stay away from her. That's the protection order that I'm going to sign. And there's a signature bond of $2,000. You'll sign both of those. Did you say you worked at Superior Marine?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I heard a change right now. I was supposed to be there at 7 o'clock.
Okay, well, you're going to be late for that. June the 15th, can you have a lawyer by then?
June the 15th? I'm going to talk to Chris Lawler and see what I can do there.
I'll set your next hearing for June 15th,
Okay.
10 o'clock, as a pretrial. I'm letting you sign a signature bond. You understand what that means?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you understand you got to stay away from Miss Wood or Woods? Woods, Victoria. Can't go around her, can't contact her, don't text her, don't post stuff about her on social media. Okay? Just let everything completely out there. Any questions? So you'll go back to jail when you get released. Be back here June 15th unless Mr. Blotter tells you he made arrangements for a different day. You come when he says.
David Hogg versus Timothy Cavalier, case number CRB 26264.
Cavalier.
Hello.
You pled guilty without a lawyer, so I sent you to the test, and you basically got kicked out of there. I don't know, they say no. They say no, I saw them shaking their head, no. You were saying, you said it was silly, but they thought it was offensive and not conducive to the other people getting clean. Well, if I can find another place for you to go to, and you act.
I just want to go back to West Virginia and Ohio. I don't ever want to be back in Ohio ever again. If I could get out of here, I would stop doing the same thing. I'd never come out to Ohio ever again for the rest of my life. And we can just go back to West Virginia. I came to Ohio to try to get some help. And
well, I tried to get you some help, and you got kicked. One of the best places that didn't want you there anymore. Because you were here. Here's one thing they said you were doing. And this is a Christian organization. You were saying, "Hail Satan," and you try to get the other clients to say that with you during meetings. That's not right. And you also said, "I like to physically, sexually, and mentally abuse little girls."
No, I didn't say anything like that at all. I
That's
don't
in
know
the
who did that.
report.
I don't know who said anything like that. Not that. I did not.
I'm just reading from the report.
Yeah, I understand what you're reading from, but I didn't do that at all.
And they said that when they confronted you about it, you said you just thought it was silly and funny.
Yeah, well, they asked me about it. I didn't hear that part about the kid or anything like that. The second thing, I did do that, yeah. I just want to go back home. I just want my freedom back. I just want to crawl back to West Virginia.
Well, you made a mistake. You came to Ohio and now you're here. Are you a veteran or anything?
No, sir. No, I just want to go back to West Virginia. Never come back.
You told me that 4 times, so I got the message.
I'm sorry.
What's the state's position on this?
If we could guarantee that he was going back to West Virginia and never coming back to Ohio, that might be a good resolution to this. He pled guilty to these charges earlier.
And he took a screen, and believe it or not, he was clean. Where do you stay? If I let you go back to West Virginia, where are you going to stay?
Back in my hometown, Montgomery, and promised never to come back to the state of Ohio again. I signed some papers if that's what you want me to do, and that's.
How are you going to get to Montgomery?
I'm a very, what do you call that, resourceful person. I have a lot of recovery-related connections in West Virginia, including like the Marine Homeless Outreach Program, Mountain State Recovery,
But you're not a veteran yourself.
No, I'm not a veteran myself, no, but you know, the way, salvation army people, I'm well plugged into the recovery community, the AA community, and, I get on. Within.
Oh, and you were at MVP when this happened.
Yeah,
You broke a TV.
yeah.
Threw something at the TV screen and broke it.
Coming out that damn hair, that heroin, and, the first time in my life I ever came out with stuff. And I'm clean now, I don't wanna go back to that. I can go back to West Virginia, I can be in another summer living program within 24 hours. But there's currently people summer living on, West Washington Street, that's what my plan was going to. On West Washington Street in Charleston, West Virginia, 25301.
So he's been in jail since Wednesday, I think.
I believe so, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and sentence you then. I'll give you $100 fine, court costs,
Yes, sir.
30 days in jail.
How long was I in jail already?
I'll suspend 28 days, give you credit for 2 days served. I'm going to order that you seek treatment in West Virginia
Absolutely.
and that you stay out of Ohio
Okay.
as you agreed to.
Yes, sir. Absolutely will.
And set a review hearing for you December 7th of 26. So if you're still in Ohio, you have to come here before the court on December the 7th. If you stay in West Virginia, we're not going to come over there and bring you back.
Okay. But if I'm in West Virginia, I call and then check in, or is that what you want me to do?
If you just go, here's the secret, it's a misdemeanor. So if you just stay over in West Virginia, we'll never come over there, especially to Montgomery, and get you. We're just gonna let you stay in Montgomery the rest of your life. Now, you can go to Virginia, but you cannot come to Ohio. You got it? Go south, no north, no northern trips.
No conference in Columbus.
That's right.
Okay. Can I ask a question? I'm kind of confused, am I getting out today?
You are.
Okay. Okay.
You're getting out and you're banished back to West Virginia.
That's fine.
Okay, that's what you said you wanted.
Yes, sir, it is. That's fair and just, and thank you very much. Sorry to be a pain in the side.
Yes.
State of Ohio versus James DeMint. Case number CRA 24-290, CRA 24-786, CRB 24-787, A&B, DRD 23-1859, A&B. James DeMint.
Did you receive the messages also? Couple weeks ago.
I don't know which one, so I guess not.
Mr. Tyler?
Yes, I yes.
So, Your Honor, I believe Mr. Burnett has Ironton cases pending.
Yes, that's true. He's got a new charge down there.
I believe he's under cash and surety from there.
And?
And that's all I know of right now.
Okay.
So, what's your name, Ironton?
Who's representing you in Ironton?
I'm not sure.
Do you know Mr. Hill?
No. Not, I can find out. He waived his preliminary hearing yesterday on, it's a illegal conveyance into the jail charge, and so he's going over to the grand jury there. In this court, I think he's just got suspended jail time hanging over his head. I believe, I think everything else has been, my notes indicate he has 324 more days he could serve here.
I have to check, because there's quite a few files. There's some that don't have entries immediately popping up, so I don't know. I'd have to research it, but he's gonna be in jail. Does he have a holder now? Or?
He's on a cash jury.
Yes.
And he's not posted it?
No, I don't believe you're going, no, you're not gonna be able to.
Okay. Well, so he's probably gonna, the grand jury just met, right? So why don't we just set it out in June sometime? 26th?
Yes.
You're here then? All right, next hearing is June 26th.
State of Ohio versus Destiny Lester, case number CRA 26277 A and B, CRA 26276.
This is Mr. Smith's case.
What's his name? Okay. I don't need you to come up, I just want to know, I just want to remember, what's your name?
Marvin Nail.
So, Your Honor, this is charged, there's a trafficking charge, and previously I had some reservations about how to deal with this because of that fact, but looking into it, I think it's probably appropriate to recommend that Ms. Lester go to treatment if she's willing to, and we could look at keeping these cases here as well, as long as she's successful in treatment, if she wants to do that, and the court's agreeable.
She is willing, she has a West Virginia medical card, so that if it's, we can do the assessment.
She has West Virginia.
West Virginia medical card.
All right. Paul wants to talk with her. Let's let the assessment happen and we'll come back.
State of Ohio versus Adria Price, case number CRA 26244, CRB 26190. State of Ohio versus Vicky Price, case number CRA 26201, CRB 26173 A and B, CRB 26189 A and B.
So, Your Honor, just for the record, and there's some additional information that Shawnee Mental Health requests that includes the reports in this case are under seal. We'll get orders to release to them for authorize that release. And we'll go on with this too. So we're still waiting on Shawnee to put a car after the receipt post.
I would echo the same comments that I had from my client.
Your Honor, on behalf of the state of Ohio, I filed the mental health affidavit in the Lawrence County Probate Court on the day before yesterday. And then yesterday I received a call from Shawnee Mental Health, or whatever their current name is, that does the evaluations, and they were seeking more information, which I do have more things that I can send them. And so I'm going to do that as soon as I can. One of the things that I want to send them, also with the court's permission, are the reports from Southern Ohio Forensic from the 2024 cases that describe their findings. And if I may, I would like to be able to send those to Shawnee as well.
Okay, and that's all agreeable. It just occurred to me that perhaps we had talked about doing a call with Judge Ballard as the presiding judge of pleas, because in past experience, getting some of this work accomplished is easier if it is seen as coming from the common pleas court versus coming from a misdemeanor municipal court level. I was told by Ms. Holler, Mary Beth Holler at ABH, that the state makes them give preference to common pleas. Also, my understanding in terms of payment for services, there's an impact there. So I would think that it could be beneficial if counsel and myself were able to have a conference with Judge Ballard, maybe Judge Sanders involved in it too, and of course also involved. I don't know if that is another, just could be a possible route for some help and treatment from an order from that court. So I know that's probably not going to happen today, but maybe that's something we could do next week, is collaborate on that and get some guidance from getting all three courts involved as to how we can make this work better and faster.
Maybe we can put it on the block for Tuesday, that way we can actually work on it on Tuesday.
Are you both going to be here Tuesday? I can text Judge Ballard. I don't know if I have Judge Sanders' cell phone. I'll look into trying to get something set up for next week. And it wouldn't have to be a court date, we could do it on another day.
Juvenile court, but if we could do it early, I could.
Our juvenile court?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I can appear on the conference on the judge's end.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be there with Judge Sanders all morning. Yeah.
Okay, I'll shoot for setting up something for this coming Tuesday.
My client has a concern where she has the gunshot wound. She's afraid it's infected. I advise you to talk to the jail nurse. I don't know if that provides a medical OR. It's obviously pain, but I'm not a doctor. I don't know what the procedure is.
Well, there is a jail physician that's in the hospital. So I would just ask him to examine it, and let's revisit it again. It doesn't look like it's that serious.
Yes, it's already septic, but I'm not a doctor. It's pain, that's all.
It doesn't look that bad to me. Liabilities on me, if it turns out to be septic, I don't think it is. So. But I'll check into that Tuesday too, if we can get some confirmation that's being looked at.
Yes.
So you want to put that on the docket Tuesday?
Let's just put it on the dock and see what happens Tuesday. And then, based on what happens then, I'll reschedule that here. So that's the 26th, May 26th.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Veronica Reynolds, case number TRD 123408 A and B, TRA 131069, TRC 122485.
Okay, ma'am, you're Veronica Reynolds. I've got a report dated today from United Family Recovery.
She's got so many cases. I'm trying to figure. What's the date? That's the one on here. Oh, it's Monday. Oh, Tuesday. It's not on the docket, so.
Okay, so it sounds like you were under an order from our municipal to go to UFR. You did, there was problems, you left. You had a positive screen, came back, had more positive screens. How'd you wind up back in jail?
I went to court.
And the judge put you back in jail?
It was my first court date since I've been indicted.
She had charges that come in Ironton that got bound over to the grand jury, so she had her arraignment on Wednesday, and that's when she got locked back up.
Okay.
This court has a holder on her that we're trying to get lifted so we can get her back to treatment.
Failure to appear for review.
Yes.
I was doing my
She was random on the second.
I think it was on the third.
So what's her bond situation?
So she does have a cash surety bond that is being worked on, but when that happens, this one's holding.
What's, I mean, is there a reasonable chance that she's gonna be able to post bond?
I'm hoping so.
You know what the bond is?
Do you remember?
Bond amount?
I don't know, Your Honor.
$2,000 cash?
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened to the bond period.
This shouldn't really be a holder, Your Honor, because the warrant here hadn't been issued yet. The jail, Bob Bowles, Corporal Bowles called me and said that she was in jail for a common police court, and she thought she had a warrant for missing, but warrant hadn't been issued yet.
That's dismissed Monday.
Yeah.
Or,
Last Friday.
last Friday, yeah.
And
So
so-
it's been issued today.
Yeah, so we just told her to bring her today.
Okay, well, so you're wanting to go back to treatment?
Yes.
And you're
We're willing to keep
take
her.
her?
Yep, we're holding her bed.
Okay, so what I'll do, I'll cancel the warrant and give you another review hearing date. So I'm not gonna hold you up, but you're probably gonna have to post the bond now, it sounds like. So I don't know if you'll get out on bond or not, but that remains to be seen. I'll just set it for a further review on June 15th. So obviously, you're still in jail, I'll see you this way in a jumpsuit. If you're out, then UFR will make sure you come for the review. You still have quite a bit left to do. You've got a driving under an OBI suspension, you still have $550 on that. You've got case number 13-1069, receiving stolen property. Still have community service and a fine of $370 on that. You got 12-2485, which was an OBI conviction. You did all of your community service, but you still have $515. So you've got a lot left to do.
How many hours of community service, Your Honor?
60.
Am I allowed to do community service on there?
Yes, you are.
Okay, well, we'll take care of it then.
Okay, June 15th will be your next hearing here. Good luck with your other cases.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus James Willis, case number CRA 25290 A and B. This is Mr. Steyer's case. Excuse me, Your Honor, it wasn't Mr. Steyer's case, it's actually Inspector Procedural review.
Oh, okay.
You represented him in the case.
I have a Taylor Willis on the docket today, so I got confused. Wilson.
All right, sir, you're James Wells? Yes. Mr. Wells, it's alleged you missed a review hearing on March 27th of this year. And got a warrant issued, and it was on a theft conviction. You admit or deny you missed your hearing?
I do.
Do you have an explanation for this?
I was incarcerated in jail from March 13th until last week.
Okay. Have you been released at all yet, or?
Yes.
How'd you get arrested over here?
No.
They transferred you from Kentucky directly?
No. I was arrested yesterday at my house at 21 work.
On the warrant?
Yes.
Okay. On just this, or you got other stuff too?
Just this.
Okay. Where are you working now? Okay. Construction work or what? Okay. Well, do you have an explanation for missing? Were you in custody then in Boyd County?
No.
Back in March?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you going to be living now?
The same place that I have been at past.
In Ironton?
Yes.
1405 South 4th Street?
That's it.
Okay. All right, I'll send you the time served, give you a new review hearing date. You gotta come or I'll have to issue warrants when you don't show up.
Yes, sir.
So, I'm showing you owe $429.
Yes, I owe that.
So you can work it off if you can't pay it, you can do community service and get credit for that.
I can pay Monday.
Okay. I'll set your next hearing in July.
All right.
So if you get it paid off before then, you might show up. July 6th, the Monday after the 4th of July. That's your next hearing at 9 o'clock. Okay. Pay it off. That'll be good. Okay, that's all.
State of Ohio versus Joseph Weed, case number CRA 26302. Case number CRA 26302, CRB 26303.
Sir, you Joseph L. Weed. Yes, sir. Mr. Weed, it's alleged February 20th this year, Fayette Township, you knowingly obtained, possessed, or used methamphetamine, a Schedule II substance. That's a possession of drugs charge, carries a maximum penalty of a year in jail, $2,500 fine. You understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
You have the main, well, I didn't explain the rights. You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You do make statements. It's on the record. You have the right to have an attorney, to have one appointed. If you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state of Ohio approve this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes.
Do you have money to hire a lawyer? Do you have a job?
I am a job.
That's your only income? Okay. Mr. Stratton, I'll appoint you.
Yes, sir.
State's position on bond, and I've got a 212 Mason Street address for you. Is that right?
State's not opposed to an OR bond if this gentleman is agreeable to being assessed for treatment.
Yes.
Do you have a medical card?
Yes.
Ohio? You been in treatment before?
Yes.
Where? When was he going to start?
2011.
No, it's been a while. Okay. Oh, there's also, I missed this. You have another charge, didn't see. It's 26-303, possession of drug paraphernalia, misdemeanor of the 4th degree that's alleged to be burnt, a pipe with burnt residue in it on the same date as the possession charge. Maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Okay, so I'll let hometown assess you. You've been, obviously, the service and inpatient.
We assessed him a while back in here.
I'm sorry?
We assessed him a while back in here, so he was already accepted, he just.
Okay, so I'll do an order releasing him to hometown. $2,000 OR bond for inpatient treatment, and, do well, keep the case here, and get it dismissed eventually. That's the goal. You gotta do your part, then you gotta do the treatment and do what you're supposed to do. You're up to that? Yeah. Okay. What's your schedule? I'm gonna go maybe 3 weeks out, so
Okay.
that's, the week of the 8th, 12th, any of those days?
I'm good with that.
Anyone? So let's see. Let's do the 12th. It's better. August 12th will be your next hearing. I'm sorry, June 12th. June 12th, preliminary hearing and pretrial, 10 o'clock.
He does have a child support holder, Your Honor,
Okay.
but he is doing court next week on that.
Okay, well, that's gonna hold you out, I assume, until you hear, tell the court here that you're going to go to treatment and see what they say. You'll have to get them to agree.
Your Honor, are you having people sign those agreements that you had made?
Oh, that's true. I haven't had him, but let's have him do it. I do have this here. Do you have school-age children? Do you have any school-age children? Yes, I have 16-year-old. Okay, and I'd like for Mr. Track to go over this with you. What I want to do is involved with, we know that children are affected by their parents' substance use. You agree with that, don't you? So we want to help them get the best outcome they possibly can. And one of the things I found out in dealing with the schools is they don't get a lot of information. So it would help, they have counselors and programs that would help your kids, but they got to know that your kids need help. So to do that, I want you to agree to share information with the school your kids go to. Are they local here in Marshall? Okay. So we're going to share that information. The treatment facility can share information with the school can share information with the treatment facility. The whole idea is to get you and your family in the best possible place they can be in this area. Okay? You're on board with that? Okay. Go over that with Mr. Fred and we'll get that done. And the next hearing will be June 12th. You're welcome.
State of Ohio, we call Destiny Investor, back in home interest under CRA 26277 A and B, CRA 26276.
We're going to take it.
Okay, so I should ask her the same question. You got school-age kids? I didn't understand what you said. Do you have any school-age children? Okay, so same thing. I want you to go over that with her. I'd like for her to agree that I want your kids to get the best possible help they can get. So to do that, we got to know where your kids are. what school they go to. So, not gonna be a whole lot going on in the summer, but during school, there are programs that, you know, we know if we intervene earlier with kids, the better the chance are they're gonna have the best outcome. So, we can't know to intervene if we don't know there's an issue. So let's work on that. So, I'm gonna agree that she can go to Southern Hope, but I want that signed. If she doesn't want to sign that, then that tells me she's not really serious about getting clean. Just go down and fight it out and common pleas. So, okay, good.
I'll do that, I'll go back on myself.
So I'll change it to a $2,000 signature bond. What school do your kids go to?
Gilbert Elementary.
And that's where?
Gilbert, Virginia.
Okay, so that's away from there, but we can still probably get in touch with them. Who has custody of them now? Okay. So they'd probably like to see you get clean too, wouldn't they? Your grandparents, they would be cheering this on?
That's what I was thinking last week.
Okay. So we need to set a hearing date. So an order of release to Southern Hope. And come back, what, I know you're tied up in June.
How soon do you want to come back? I've got 3 dates in June, 15th, 29th.
Those are the dates you can't or
I
can't?
can't, that's the only 3 I've got unfortunately.
That you can or
I
can't?
can.
So the 15th is the soonest?
5th.
5th, let's do
5th,
the 5th.
15th, or 29th.
June 5th.
I can do that.
June 5th will be your first hearing.
Thank you, Al.
You're welcome. Oh, and Mr. Klein, I'll need you to look at that also, because the treatment provider is saying they're going to participate too, and share information.
Whatever you need us to do.
With the schools. Work with the schools. Okay.
What's the date for the last one?
June 5th.
We'll do other applications. Not get holding, but we're not ready for that right now.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Taylor Wilson, here at the court with the special prosecutor. Case number CRB 26102.
All right, Mr. Ashworth, the special prosecutor on this.
That's
And Mr. Steyer.
I think it was Mr. Warren's case at one time was reassigned to me. I don't know what the reason for that was, but I just had to do with the fact that it was going to be ongoing for a while because Mr. Ashworth was coming on board.
Yeah.
I have been in contact with Ms. Wilson, so I'm kind of surprised she's not here. However, I guess Mr. Morford filed for discovery prior to my taking the case over. And when I checked whether I needed to file for discovery, I saw that it was filed and didn't file, then realized that it hadn't been, so I filed. And I filed it with the state, and they said, oh, this is a special prosecutor. So I sent it on to Mr. Ashworth this week, but I haven't actually gotten my response. So I'm going to ask that her non-appearance today be excused. We get a new date, and I'm going to try to get her here for the next one, if that would be okay with the court and Mr. Ashworth.
Mr. Ashworth, what's your position?
Okay, I'm having trouble with the audio. I don't know what size I've been working on it. I apologize. I think I heard everything Mr. Steyer said. I don't have any objection to that.
Okay, well, you're coming through pretty clean, so, give me some dates, maybe 3 to 4 weeks out that work. Mid-June?
Your Honor, speaking for myself, the 29th will be the closest to mid-June I can even do. I have a series of jury trials and other issues.
Mr. Ashworth?
That's fine.
June 29th? You want to set it for noon again, or is that good for you?
Your Honor, it's completely cool. Whatever needs to go best for you is fine with me.
Let's make it noon.
Okay.
You don't wind up sitting around for a while. 12 p.m. for a pretrial.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Ashworth.
Well, do not get yourself here.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Matthew Victor, case number CRB 26160. Mr. Morgan's case.
This is set for pretrial, Matthew Becker.
Well, it's a theft from Walmart. And so, we don't have anything other than the theft of Walmart.
Usual treatment, 10 days suspended. Usual treatment, 10 days in jail suspended. A ban, worldwide ban from court costs, probation. We have a change of plea, Your Honor.
Yeah.
To get a plea.
Is that correct, Mr. Becker?
Yes, sir.
I'm reading the affidavit. Okay, I'm going to have Mr. Becker do a viewer screen, and then we'll do sentencing after that's completed. Go to Mr. Cooper.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Stanley, case number CRB 26105 A and B. Mr. Morford's case, Mr. Ashworth is also a special prosecutor in this case.
This is also set for pretrial today. Stephen Stanley. Where is Stephen Stanley, Mr. Morford?
Judge, I can't help you. I don't know.
State wanting a warrant issued then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that?
I'm sorry, we did Stanley and Wilson together.
Okay.
Mr. Mulford.
I'm sorry.
Were these codes?
If we're doing these two together, Your Honor, we can reset them both. There was some little conflict in the representation last time. I don't necessarily think that I'm going to be too aggressive on issuing a warrant for the because I know that there was questions about the representation and then Mr. Starr was involved and discovery we had. I'm fine with resetting this before the one we just reset. It's all the same incident.
Okay, was that June 5th?
It's 29th, I believe we looked at it.
29th, you're right. June 29th.
But we're fine, or at least have it accounted against the defendant.
We'll have to assign another lawyer because Mr. Morford's last date is the
22nd.
22nd?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Where's Mr. Stratton?
Fill that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Stratton, I'm going to assign you to this case because it's going to be set for June 29th and Mr. Morford's retiring on June 22nd.
Steve Stanley? Okay.
Stephen Stanley, and I don't think there's a conflict. Mr. Smith has the co-defendant. Or no, Mr. Steyer has the co-defendant. Mr. Steyer has the co-defendant.
Ashworth's the special prosecutor.
And
Ashworth.
Mr. Ashworth, special prosecutor.
Where is Mr. Stanley?
and he's not here. But Mr. Ashworth has agreed to continue because there was some confusion on the other case, so he's giving the benefit of the doubt, as I understand it, to Mr. Stanley as well, and willing to continue his case to June 29th.
Okay. Do you have a number for Mr. Stanley? I don't think it's Mr. Stanley's phone. It's not Stanley's folder. Okay, yeah, that'll be fine.
Take that and then give it back to me.
All right, I'll do that. I got Mr. Morford's file, and
All right, June 29th is the next hearing on Stevens.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And Your Honor.
I'll give this right, Mr. Procedural. Okay, that finishes you up, I guess, Mr. Ashworth. Thank you.
Yes, sir, that makes, y'all excuse that, I'll do it again.
Me too, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jaden Moore, case number CRB 25591, CRB 25570.
Okay, Jaden Moore. We got a report and actively involved in this one. He's at Belmont now, stable, in a stabilization unit here. I don't know how long he's gonna be here.
I have a motion to continue until June 5th.
He's got one.
Do you have a time waiver on it?
You got one already.
Yeah, do you want
Okay, and we did have something from Mark Belmont Hospital confirming he's inpatient too.
Because he's got procedure.
So I'm agreeable with continuing.
Put a time waiver on it. You gotta do it.
Madam President.
Yes. Okay, I've got the entry. I'm going to send to both of you a very interesting picture. I'm going to try to send it. And they have a 5K race for Jeremiah 38. So that was last weekend, which I won my age group several years ago. Jaden won his age group. I didn't know he ran. I got a picture of him wearing the medal. And Taylor told me he wore the medal for several days. So.
That's awesome.
And then this happened, so it's a battle. See who all wants a copy of the picture. Mr. Morford, Philip.
Thank you.
I'm going to send it to you, Missy, whether you want it or not.
Well, you know that.
Is that all it takes? Okay. It's kind of good and kind of sad in the same way. It's probably, because this is a comment that I made to my wife, which was knowing, because she had Jaden at school. I said, most kids now, how many trophies do they get? If they do anything, you get a trophy for everything you do. It's probably the first time he's ever got a medal or a trophy in his life. So, okay, May 22nd, June 5th. June 5th is the date. I can get it. June 5th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Richard Gentry, case number CRA 24107, CRB 24108, A and B.
This is a 2024 domestic violence. Other things. Live in Kentucky now. They have a baby on the way. He's at someplace.
Breed Group.
Who's he with?
Breed Group.
Who is it?
Breed Group.
Is that in Kentucky?
Yeah, it's in Ashland.
Step Breed. I have a report from them back in March.
You have something today, a legal report?
I was at the hospital last Friday.
So, Your Honor, these cases were from 2024, but they were serious. And then we just got before the court here just in the last few months, and we wanted him to do that treatment. And I guess we got a report earlier from the E-Step people, and we don't have one today, but we'd like to have one. And apparently there was a baby on the way too. Did that happen okay?
Yeah. I got the release board.
Okay, that's good.
Can we get a report?
Yeah, I could try. I could talk to my therapist later on, or I could give one of y'all my therapist's number.
You get us a report, bring it in. June 15th? Mr. Warford?
That's fine, Judge.
June 15th.
As long as it's on a Friday.
To June 5th, and then he came back, and now it's June 15th. So it's on June 5th.
Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, you look just like me.
It's because it's in June 5th.
State of Ohio versus Matthew Better on recall, case number CRB 26-160.
Yeah, it's been June 5th. So I'm going to put it here.
Yeah, that's the boy.
Good.
He's only 7 days old. You got a good one.
Two.
All right, Mr. Becker says a good screen, so I'll go ahead and send you. Anything you want to say before I send you, sir?
Sorry for wasting your all's time. I apologize.
Okay, thank you. I'll impose a $100 fine.
It's June 5th. That's where it's originally. Is it June 15th?
Court costs, 10 days in jail suspended, 5 days community service, stay out of Walmart, review hearing December 7th, 2 years of probation or until you finish what you're ordered to do. Review hearing December 7th, see Mr. Major in probation.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Harley Porter, case number TRC 26375. Mr. Smith's case, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith's case for pretrial, Harley Porter.
Did you check on this one too about that hearing test?
March 6th.
They've got 90 days, you got March 6th, and then I get to June 6th. I can't ask that. Yeah, but I need to request her.
They researched
What?
everything and they gave it to Star. Right. So maybe Star wants to talk so much. Oh, Star's
And I do have the video.
We have results.
We've made the inquiry this morning and not gotten a response, so.
It's Fitch's case, and the date they continued, he's not working.
What's the date's coming soon, isn't it?
I think it's June 5th.
June 4th or 5th?
4th is a Thursday. I hear the 5th, but I've already got a trial set, Mr. Bill, that afternoon.
We're going to go ahead, Missy's going to call, but maybe we can get the answer.
Okay, we'll recall.
State of Ohio versus Jessica Smith, case number CRB 2621, CRB 2578.
Mr. Smith's case, pretrial.
Right now, I'm up, this week, I start 190. Yeah, I
thought you were around 300. Did you have to do it slowly?
Yeah. Yeah, I moved housing because me and a parent.
But you're in a good situation?
Yeah. I just moved housing, not programs.
Judge, I was looking at it, she started out at 295 with methadone, she's down to 195.
Yeah.
Which we all know is a slow progress.
I'm still going all the way down though.
And the housing situation, she's in a different house now, so it sounds like that's resolved.
Yeah.
There's an altercation that says that's not an issue going forward. I would ask for a comeback date where she titrates down from the methadone to see if she remains compliant.
Okay, another month.
Another month, Judge. I'm here the 29th of June, if that's not a bad or not too
All
bad.
right, June 29th will be the next hearing.
We got charges that are pending. We got a theft charge and a menacing charge.
You need to decide.
If we put a note on it. Yes, I will speak with her before that. We'll be either set them for trial or we'll resolve them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm confused about all that.
We'll go talk to her. Yeah. But we have to have a decision as to whether we're fight or we're going to trial.
She pled to,
She pled guilty to the theft back in
But I
February.
want to confirm that. We'll talk about it. If it's something like that, yeah.
Looks like there's already an order on it.
oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Is it, which one?
Is it printed out?
Must have been the day I was asleep.
Mr. Lambert was asleep for it.
That could be.
I don't recall.
Yeah, I think she's already been sentenced.
Mr. Lambert said something about.
26 CRB 21.
Yeah, there is an entry
Oh,
in the file on 2621.
Okay, well, that's good.
In fact, there's a probation violation pending on it. So she got a new charge in the probation.
yeah, she was just saying, Mr. Major told her she had some new violation or charge.
Probation violation.
Oh, okay.
And a menacing charge is still pending.
Okay, we will resolve that either by setting for trial, or hopefully, Ms. Jill will work that out since she's in treatment.
If she were to plead to it, we just ask for no further penalty except for her to complete treatment. What's the probation violation about?
John will tell us.
Probably need to look at the file.
Yeah, it's, did not complete treatment as ordered by the court as a part of probation. That was in March 23rd.
I don't think we ever got a completion letter or anything.
Was
Probably that, I'd say.
something like that happened. She was at ODP at one point. Now she's
I'm in treatment and drugs, and I think they switched treatments.
She switched treatments.
That's
Judge.
what it was, I switched the treatments.
Switch treatment without permission.
Without asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've always got to ask me. To ask the court.
Yeah, I didn't know I had to ask, I apologize for that.
And Judge, we can work out, Mr. Hill says basically he wants you to be successful in treatment, so we can go ahead and take care of the outstanding charge of the guilty plea.
Okay, so that's
Based on-
case number 25780.
Yes, sir.
So I'll just put her down as plead guilty, and I'll do the sentencing
Later.
on the 29th.
That'd be fine, Judge, thank you. So your homework is completion.
no completion. Where is it?
At some point, yeah.
It's a new way where it's very important to the parents. It's not really be sent in the Zoom if I have to go everywhere. Let's quick. Yeah.
You're transported down.
We're still
Okay. She's doing outpatient.
Well. State of Ohio versus Amy Van Zandt. Case number CRA 25-458.
This is my card. Yes, I do.
ARC 25-830.
Trying to threaten me for a late.
Yes. On your cell phone, and I'll find out the answer to that question.
My counsel just said, what's going to happen today? And he said,
Oh, it's out, that's just the.
yeah, but that's just.
Okay.
That's all. So everything's doing good with that. My parents are not doing good at all. And I have full custody of them. Yeah.
And I've got 2 reports from ODP.
Yeah, we were here before, Judge, I don't think there was a sufficient report. Right.
Yes.
Bare minimum.
Doesn't really say what she's doing with her substance use.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
We're working counseling, just talking about from my past and my present.
Do you do individuals and groups? And
We haven't done groups, we've done individuals. It was once a week, and he scheduled it to every 2 weeks now.
She's supposed to be doing, because she had a OBI with a prior conviction, so she's supposed to be getting active substance use treatment at ODP. So the reports need to reflect that there's something being done to engage over substance use, because this all just talks about anxiety.
Yeah, he said that if he needed to know from you guys exactly what you wanted for the court. And I explained what I knew, and what had happened, of course. But
I will reach out, Judge, to her counselor, tell him what is expected, because we're getting the bare bones reports, it sounds like. And there's nothing about her substance use disorder.
Right.
I'm going to get hold of your counselor.
he's really lenient, he's good.
June 29th?
That's fine, yes, I'm here that day, Judge. June 29th?
June 29th.
I'll call, it'll be next week. I'm after the holiday, but I'll call and tell him what the court's looking for.
Until then, about the wisdom of driving for my parents. Okay.
Keep her mind.
10 a.m., right?
Yeah, it's the 29th.
29th.
State of Ohio recall Stephen Stanley.
Next week.
Mr. Stanley is here now. After speaking with him, I do have a conflict. So, Your Honor, I ask that the court appointed another counsel.
All right. So, I think Mr. Steyer has the other co-defendant, so it'll have to be Mr. Smith. Stephen Stanley. And it's a case that we just scheduled for June 29th, so that's a day.
That's a good day for me, yes, it is, Judge.
Okay, so I'll sign you now.
I'll get you. Did you grab a card? Thank you, Josh.
And Mr. Morford had been his counsel, but he's going to be retired by then, so.
Yeah, I understand, Judge, yes. Now, he won't be there. He's at noon on Friday, Monday's a holiday, so call Tuesday. We'll give you time to get in the office so we can talk.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam, my neighbor's assistant,
State of Ohio, Jonathan Ball, CRB 25-622. Jonathan Ball, Silver Ball.
And I did hear from Mr. Sowards on this. I don't have to pull it up, see what he's Regional. Since that the day after the bond was posted. It was just released. Over there. He called and said he would be here Tuesday, so we'll just continue to put it on the docket for Tuesday. Bond forfeiture and pretrial, so just put it on the docket, and then if ball does show up, they'll take care of the bond forfeiture too.
State of Ohio versus Tory Baker, case number TRC 25-3100, A, B, and C, PRD 25-1578, A and B, TRC 20-1647, A, B, and C. Set for sentencing, Your Honor.
Yeah, you got it.
Mr. Baker's at RRS. Okay, sounds like there's issues we need to deal with.
Yes, sir.
Can we deal with them?
Yes, sir.
June 15th, Mr. Morford,
That works, Judge.
for sentencing. June 15th for sentencing. So we'll be looking for a better report next time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Tiffany Brooks, case number TRC 25-131, A, B, and C, PRC 25-177, A, and B.
You got a good report and a certificate of completion.
The dip school.
Oh, that's the 3-day school. Okay. we've been continuing this for quite a while for her to go to counseling since January. And since then, I think Mr. Starr resigned. And you don't have another lawyer representing her, right?
Correct.
She also, and we've got, she's already been sentenced on a prior ODI 25-177. What's this, does the state take any position on the sentence in this case? It is a second.
It is a second, and we had indicated that we wanted her to be successful in treatment, and that would influence our recommendation. And apparently she is doing well, and the fact that she's got to pay for it too is, I know, I'm sure that creates some financial stress for her, because I'm sure it costs some money to be in treatment. So I don't know, it seems that the report is good, and that's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Your Honor, do you have the results of the drug screen?
I haven't, let me look through your report carefully, but I haven't seen it today.
Okay, well, I've got one. I just want to make sure this is.
So this would be from August 24th. I don't think I did.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got it here.
THC?
It's THC.
And that was the indication what the problem was, I think, initially. Is this my copy to keep, or do you need it back?
You can keep that one.
Okay. Was there any promises made, or, I mean, she doesn't have a lawyer now, so.
We're willing to, if she were to be sentenced today, to recommend that she be given a lot of credit for being consistent in her treatment and accomplishing some things there. And we would not ask that jail time actually be imposed at this time.
Okay.
And as far as did she do the 3-day driving school?
Yes, she did complete.
So she did that, so we'd like her to get credit for having done that.
Okay. She finished her community service on the other case. She still has a little bit left to pay, $130, looks like.
You're on right on that date, Ted, if you'd like, it may be finished.
Okay.
I think that's what we're waiting on, the dip school for the older case.
Okay, let's go ahead and finish up the second ODI then. Anything you want to tell me before I sentence you?
No, sir. I definitely will not smoke marijuana again because I feel so much better. I don't smoke.
Okay.
Marijuana is actually an anxiety increaser. Like, it makes your anxiety worse. And I had not known that.
Well, I'm glad you're doing better. So here's what I'm going to do. You're supposed to get jail time. The state's not asking that it necessarily be imposed. So I'm going to give you pretty substantial. Here's a second. Okay, I'll give you a $500 fine. Court else. You gotta get a year of license suspension, and that starts now. It didn't start at the time of the offense. Starts now.
What about work?
Yeah, I can give you privileges that you can look and see. They've changed the law on that. I'll give you,
I just thought the law says on it. It does. So how do we get away with it?
a permit to drive for work, community service,
Supreme Court.
child care, that covers a lot. What else? Medical and treatment. And you have to maintain insurance. You did have insurance at the time this happened. First review hearing, August 3rd. That'll be on both cases, August 3rd. I need the other case number. You got it?
Got it. She had a B.
And they didn't stick together. Okay. It says A, B, and C.
Okay.
Are you reinstated of your driving privileges because you got charged with a failure to reinstate your driving privileges?
No, I have my license.
Okay. So that'll be a requirement. So you have, to get the driving permit, you have to have a valid license, obviously.
It was just too dry.
So I'll dismiss the failure to reinstate. What about the window tint?
It's fixed.
I'll dismiss it too. Okay, so all you got is the ODI. August 3rd for both for your first review hearings on the two of them. See Mr. Major about your probation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, did I give, on our jail time, make it 30 days suspended?
What happened to Willie Evans? Is he waiting or something? Because we let things go. Oh, I don't know.
So no soccer tonight?
Oh, I'm headed up.
Oh, you're gonna go from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought his clothes already, changed into State of Ohio versus Harley Porter. Recall, case number DRC 26375, Mr. Smith's case.
Judge, I just got, Mr. Hill had those emailed, he printed the copy out of the drug test results, urine test results. If we could set this for a pretrial, we're out of the window where the time was about to run. So we'll waive time. If we could use the 15th or 29th of June.
15th. June 15th will be the next hearing in 10 o'clock.
He did give us
June 15th to 10.
correct?
Should make it 60.
I see, get you before that, all right? Thank you, sir. Thank
State of Ohio versus Alex, case number TRD 25483, TRD 2333, A and B.
Set for sentencing. And Mr. Glover's just making payments, and you have community service due too.
Your Honor, if I may, I have Mr. Glover was ordered on 327, and he has not been here. He did come and speak to me about it earlier. He said he didn't realize he had to do it before this ended.
What do you say now? Do you have anything to say?
Payments have been getting made, there were some additional fines that I was not aware of that I think a chunk of my payment may have went to those as well. And then as far as the community service goes, like you said, I wasn't aware that I could just show up to...
You got it, whenever you don't show up, that adds additional costs.
I wasn't aware of that either.
You get a warrant fee. So that adds to your overall. So when can you be out for community service?
I'm not sure.
Well, I want a commitment.
You want a commitment?
I want a commitment or I'm going to put you in jail. So there's your choices. You're going to give me a date, you're coming for community service, or I'm going to
I'll
put
come
you in jail for the long weekend.
Is tomorrow morning available?
Yes, that works. You're at 7:30. Okay, next hearing. Mondays or Fridays?
Mondays.
Okay, that's going to be June 29th. Yes, June 29th. June 29th, 9 o'clock. See you tomorrow morning for community service.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said 9 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock for sentencing because you got it wrong about it.
Did you say 10 a.m. on the 29th?
Yes, 10 a.m. on the 29th, sentencing.
State of Ohio versus James McClaskey, case number TRC 19975. James McClaskey.
Mr. McClaskey should just have his community service to do, and hopefully he's completed that.
Set for sentencing.
Your Honor, I don't believe it's complete. I can double check. I don't believe it's completed. I did receive some that I don't know if it's been updated where it's on percentage.
Okay, I'm showing quite a bit of community service and fines and costs.
Your Honor, can we recall this? I'll get that.
Your Honor, I'm showing $1,135 still due.
Yeah, that's what I was showing.
He's usually very good about showing up. I'm just surprised that he's not here, so.
State of Ohio versus Terry Hager, case number TRB 26127, TRC 26383. Terry Hager. Also set for sentencing.
Gary Hager, been called, has not appeared, and has a bond. So, I'll let Mr. Sowers know he didn't appear. And set bond forfeiture for the 22nd of June. 10 o'clock.
Do you want to finish one or you want that in the bottom forfeiture here? Date. So we can file.
You have two separate.
No.
Thanks for that.
No, you want to take, for a bond forfeiture hearing. Do you want it? You want that, which one? Okay. So that way we can,
Your Honor, Mr. Hager was here. He walked out of the building a few minutes ago. We don't know if he's in his car or if he left.
State of Ohio recalls Charles Knight, case number CRA 25224 A and B.
He's in the back.
He's in the back, yes, sir.
I believe Mr. Knight has, would like to say to you.
Okay, I'll hear what you have to say, Mr. Frank.
Your Honor, I'm so sorry for making the worst mistake in my life, walking away from the rehab. That's the worst mistake I've ever made. You give me a chance, give me a, to be better in my life for not only me, but my family. And you have faith, you believe in me. And I hope you believe the same thing you do. I'm deeply sorry for, I feel like I humiliated you and my sister and my family for walking on to the rehab.
Okay.
I'm deeply sorry.
Thank you for your apology. What's, Mr. Quan, what do you say about taking him back?
Well, I was drawn by his family, his sister and his girlfriend. He voluntarily turned himself into them and requested to actually be brought back to treatment yesterday. And they decided to keep him until this morning, so we're willing to give him another opportunity.
Okay. Tell me about your family.
My sister, I've lost my mom with stepdad. I've been with my girlfriend for 13 years. She don't be Doug. She's a big supporter for me. And my sister, I love her. That's all I got.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I got 2.
How old are they?
28.
Okay, they're out of school. Right?
Yeah.
But they probably like to see you get clean, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I see my daughters. That's the one thing my mother asked is make it clean. Then my mom can take care of my mother and my stepdad.
Okay.
And I'm sorry for the guys, everybody at Southern Hood, because they were really good people to me. I apologize deeply.
All right, well, I'm going to give you another chance, but here's the thing. Eventually, you're going to run out of chances, and I mean, you realize you can go to prison over this.
Yes, I'm sorry, I don't want to go to prison.
No, you do not want to go to prison. I mean, you've got a chance to get clean, not have a felony charge on your record, not be convicted of a felony, but if you don't do this the way you're supposed to, that's ultimately what could happen. So the worst of the worst is you go to prison, and I can't imagine what it's like in prison, but I don't think it would be a good place to go.
No.
The other thing we know is most people, I think there's a few exceptions, most people don't get over their drug problems in prison. It just makes it worse. So it's not a good place for you to go. If you really want to get clean, this is your best shot at it. And it's going to be in a pretty nice environment. You know, you're going to be around people that are rooting for you, trying to help you. I don't think that's the way it is in prison. Most of the people you're surrounded by, I don't think they're there to, I'm talking about the other inmates, I don't think they're there pulling for you. So anyway, you've got to stay, you've got to do what you're supposed to do, and this is a great chance for you to do it. So I'll let you go back to Southern Hope with the 2,000 signature bond, come back for your next hearing.
Is that still on May the 26th?
Let's just keep May 26th, that's what I originally scheduled for you. So that's next week, it's next Tuesday. I want to know, because you only stay 2 hours, I want to make sure you're going to stay. Because if you don't, then I'm going to put a warrant out for you.
That's May 26th.
Yeah, that's Tuesday.
Okay, so Mr. Quan, you'll take him today, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Your Honor, will he need to go to jail and be fingerprinted?
I'm not going to require it since he's here. Let's just go with what he's got. All right, we'll see you next Tuesday on the 26th. You go with Mr. Quan. Do what they tell you to do. Yeah.
Thank you, Ron. Have a good holiday weekend.
The state of Ohio recalls James McClaskey, case number TRC 19975 A, B, and C.
Oh, yeah. Not right now, I forgot about it. I did text Mr. McClaskey, and I have not heard back from him.
Okay.
He does have community service, sounds like 18 hours left, and $1,135 fine, so.
Yeah, so there's a lot left. And he has a lot to do.
I don't know the answer to that one.
That's where he's on the Senate. Yes. We'll set it for June 22nd also.
Is that for a bond forfeiture?
Yeah,
Sorry, what was the date on?
June 22nd.
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 Your Honor, he just texted me a few moments ago, just a second ago. He says, sorry, forgot, I was out of town, I'll be there next week. So if we could continue it to Tuesday?
Shield?
We're not opposed to that, Your Honor.
Okay. At your finished request, continue to the 26th.
Yes. I just let him know about that too, Your Honor, so.
Okay.
She's trying to say that he never gets punished for anything.
Yeah, I can answer that.
Yeah, it's easier to punish people when the victims want to be punished.
But they love him.
He's compelling.
State of Ohio versus Willie Blevins, case number CRA 26289. He's back in holding and set for preliminary, Your Honor.
They came.
Last night. All right, this is set for preliminary hearing today.
It is, Your Honor, it's my understanding the statement, obviously,
That's correct, Your Honor.
Case is knowledge.
If there's nothing else holding you, you're ready to get out, you need to watch the, United. I understand that.
I appreciate you getting that.
All right. Yes, they say you're taking your case to the grand jury, so if it was me, I would, you have access to the computer? There's a website under Michael Patterson, he's the clerk, and they'll post it on there. I would keep looking for my name, and once I got indicted, I would show up at the courthouse and say, I'm here, I'm turning myself in, because I don't, otherwise they could send an arrest warrant out, have you drugged back in, and then the judge sets a bond for $50,000 or whatever. As soon as you show up, they gotta kind of give you no R bond, because you're showing up on your own. A little free legal advice.
Yes, sir.
Court's adjourned.
Can't survive on her own.